Well, ladies and gentlemen, it is go time. My name is Todd Grisham. Next to me is Johnny Nelson. And here he is. It's the Mexican monster, David Benavidez, turned pro at the young age of 16 years old, and by the age of 20, became the youngest ever super middleweight champion, and now has titles in 2 different weights.
This bout is scheduled for 10 rounds of boxing.
Expectations are sky high for this fight. Will it live up to the hype we're about to... And we're off and running between these 2 really accomplished fighters. Let's see how they come out. We wanted action, and they are delivering. It's like a game of joust. They both got their swords. They're slinging it. This counter-puncher is going to wait for you to move first, and then will strike like a snake. Keep an eye on this guy.
Todd, I understand what you're saying, but you've got to be on this. You've got to be on it. You've got to be a pro. You've got to think right. Concentrate.
He misses with that jab. Halfway through the round, and it's pretty much even Steven.
Perfectly matched, skill for skill, tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, and so I've got to respect both of them. More than happy.
You'd like to see more jabs. When are we going to see a jab from these 2? He didn't take that jab well at all. Got to let your hands go a little bit. It's okay to be aggressive now. You know the scorecards are going to be all over the place in this one. Talk about Crawford in that last round. Well, he is glad to have heard that bell.
The bell, sometimes it couldn't be.
Here we go, round 2. Who's going to land the first big shot? It has been all one-way traffic. How do they turn this around?
That was a tough last round. Now you've got to make sure he doesn't put it on you, and that's what he's going to try and do. So tie him up, hold him, lean on him. Don't get drawn into a fight. Not yet, not until your senses have come back.
Punch caught him clean. A counter fighter relies a lot on their instincts and reaction time. You've got to get in there quick to punch your opponent before he gets his fist back to block.
They have got great ring IQ. Counter punches are the best.
Swing and a miss with the jab. Halfway through the round, and I don't know who's got the advantage. Great stuff.
Skill for skill, tap for tap. Just like a match made in heaven.
A lot of people love watching fighters in this weight class because they've got the speed and they've got the power. They threw the hook, it didn't land. They exchange punches. Beautiful counter punch. How about that time counter shot? Nice counter shot. A very competitive round with 10 seconds left. Let's talk about Crawford in that last round. As bad as boxing judging can be sometimes, there's no doubt who won that. There start round 3. That last round was huge for him, Johnny. How does he keep the momentum going?
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
Right when you think the pace will slow down, it picks up. Well, Johnny, we're a couple rounds in. What are you seeing so far?
Middleweight always gives us a class. If you've got 2 class middleweight fighters, you are in for action. I'm quite sure right now, if you know your boxing, there's a certain fighter, I would just say marvelous, but some fighters were unbelievable middleweight.
There's a counter shot. Missing with that jab. Well done with that counter shot. Someone tell these two that they can be defensive for a minute if they want to. They better start respecting each other's punching power. This round's still up for grabs with just 10 seconds to go. Let's talk about Crawford in that last round. Well, we know they've got the advantage. This fighter's certainly not going to outthrow their opponent by any means, but they will, when they hit, be a lot harder.
They know the second they touch you, it's done. They're that powerful.
Look at the footwork, the hand speed. This is the best that the middleweight division has to offer. Straight right just misses. Has to be careful for that receipt. It's always coming. Both men step back for just a moment. Good fight so far. Both of these fighters have had their moments.
They're so close, so close. How can you separate them? It's going to be a hard night tonight for the judges.
Every time he throws a punch, a receipt is coming right back. Don't let this fighter's speed fool you. There's some method to the madness. These are precision shots, and they're coming at lightning speed.
When you have a fight that's got that great footwork and that great hand speed, it's so hard. It's an uphill battle.
Every time they throw a shot, they get countered. Despite what the judges' scorecards read, there are no losers in this one. Let's talk about Crawford in that last round. Well, there was no doubt about who won that round.
As long as they don't...
Here we go in round 5. Who's going to land the first big shot? Coming off that fantastic last round, let's see if he can keep his momentum going.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
Those counter punches have to hurt. Not a lot of punch output. Thought there would be some more action here. Every time they drop their guard, they get caught. Good counter punch. Mexican Monster's in trouble. That was the moment.
What recovery skills they are. What a shot it was. Completely gone. I thought there's no way he's going to finish this round. But look at that. Look at the movement. Look at the speed. Back on it. Like it never happened.
Some real good back and forth between these two fighters.
Perfectly matched. Skill for skill. Tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you. And so I got to respect both of them. More than happy.
Both want a highlight reel knockout. That left-handed jab doesn't quite score. Cannot throw out a lazy jab in this fight. You'll get knocked out. Very close round with 10 seconds to go. Talk about Crawford in that last round. That bell could not have come soon enough for this guy.
Wow, it's like two different leagues.
This is the beginning of round 6. After that last round, something has got to change.
They've had 1 minute to recover. Now they've got to bluff it. They've got to bluff it. They've got to come out now and style it out. Get on the back foot, jab, rest on the jab. Be smart and pop until your legs come back. Then put the pressure on.
How nervous would you get when you know you're facing a big puncher like this that can seriously hurt you?
The middleweights are the best you can ever come across. Obviously, the glamour is a heavyweight, but the middleweight, it's the size of the average man or woman. When you get in there and you're letting the shots go, you've got power, you've got speed, you've got pace. You can stand, you can dance, you can do everything. We can look back in history. You know the amazing fights at a middleweight are ridiculous. That is what writes our history book.
Counter punch. Some nice exchanges from both men in this round.
Skill for skill, tap for tap. It's like a match made in heaven.
What heart, what desire, but at what cost? He threw a punch and just got countered. Is he going to punch himself out, though? Caution being thrown to the wind. Catch and shoot. This round could go either way. 10 seconds to go. Talk about Crawford in that last round. Pretty dominant round there. Let's see how they respond here in the next round.
You can't leave it.
Here we go. It's round 7. Well, there's no doubt about who won that last round. Let's see what he has for us here in the next one.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round. Everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
You've heard the phrase, finding a second win. I don't think I need to tell you which one of these fighters needs to find it.
Look back in the history books. Some of the best fighters in the world were the middleweights. Yes, the glamour division is the heavyweights, we know. But I'm telling you now, you look right there. These guys are on it. Fast, sharp, powerful. It hurts, and you can imagine that being you. They're the size of an average man.
To be careful for that receipt. It's always coming. That counter shot lands. Back and forth they go in this round. The momentum continues to shift.
They're so close, so close. How can you separate them? It's going to be a hard night tonight for the judges.
And so far, the offense has been better than the defense. Good counter punching. Not a lot of punch output. Thought there might be more action here. Beautiful counter shot. Solid punch. Not a lot of defense here at all. This round's still up for grabs with just 10 seconds to go. Let's talk about Crawford in that last round. After what we saw in that last round, it's pretty obvious who has the advantage here.
Dominance, without a doubt, made it look so easy.
Nice round, good round. I like that. I'm happy.
And we enter the 8th round. They've got all the momentum on their side after that last round. Let's see what they do here.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
Nice counter. We both know who the bigger power puncher is. There's a significant power difference. How would you handle that?
This could be really intimidating, Todd. If you know somebody's got the punch power, someone's got the speed, it can be intimidating. Just depends on how confident you are as a fighter.
And he scores with the counter. That jab doesn't score. And he wasn't ready for that counter punch. Those who thought this would be a mismatch, you are sorely wrong.
Perfectly matched, skill for skill, tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, and so I got to respect both of them more than happy.
Throws the jab, but it doesn't score. Nice counter punch right up the middle. They both want a knockout, you can tell. Despite what the judges' scorecards read, there are no losers in this one. Talking about Crawford in that last round. Well, this is the time that there's the bell to start round 9. So not the best round, but let's see if they can turn it around here.
This is one of those situations. You've just been hurt. You've got to get out there again. Be smart. Be sharp. Don't be a fool. Don't get suckered in. Make him fight your fight. Hold him, tie him up, just until your head clears again and your legs come back again. Because if you don't, he's going to pop you off.
Perfect counter shot. What do you think of what we've seen so far from these two boxers, Johnny?
What you've got to do, Toddy, is anticipation. You've got to wait. You just got to throw caution to the wind and just hope. You're never going to know where the shots are coming from. You just got to put in a guess.
The perfect counter lands. A lot of effort being exerted here. Nice counter shot. Nice counter punch. Every time they throw a shot, they get countered. You don't want to trade shots. Not a lot of punch output. Thought there might be more action here. A perfect counter shot. Punch, counter punch. David Benavidez might be ready to go. And David Benavidez is on the canvas. Wow, that impact was incredible. Let's take another look at it.
You're right, Todd. What a shot.
1, 2, 3, 4.
Let's talk about David Benavidez at lap. There's the bell for round 10. He couldn't finish him off in the last round. Let's see what this has in store for us.
What a knockdown. 1 minute, you need 1 hour to get over a shot like that. Now it's down to conditioning. Now it's down to mental strength and preparation. It's how you are going to deal with this.
Good counter punch. Has to be careful for that receipt. It's always coming. Talk about punches and bunches. That's the mantra for this fighter with that exceptional hand speed.
So you're getting in there with someone that's so fast, you're prepared to take a licking because you've got to get some before you get in close.
Well done with that counter shot. That punch scores. Blocks the left uppercut. Has to be careful for that receipt. It's always coming. They exchange punches. You can tell he's stronger, but he's not faster. As we enter the final frames of this bout, Johnny, what have we seen so far?
Work the body, frustrate them, take the mind off the chin, take the mind off protecting everything around her. Work the body, use tactics. Sometimes it's so hard to actually outbox a fight and beat them on points.
Very close round with 10 seconds to go. Another win, another unanimous.